And you also have 3 minutes.
My name is Aly Chapman. I'm actually a Rocky Hill community resident in District 4. I'm also the chair of the Tennessee Equality Project here locally in Knox County, and we focus on LGBTQ+ policies that impact people across the state now for over 20 years. I'm here to request that you choose to support all of your students by rejecting the backward revision of this policy. By removing the terms actual or perceived gender identity and sexual orientation, it sends a harmful message to students and your educators who identify as LGBTQ. It also is an invitation to students and educators to harass, exclude, and bully LGBTQ people. This includes students, staff, anyone in the building. After doing this for 8 years, I can tell you I've heard a lot of stories, I've done a lot of research. And as a leader in the community in the state, I worked with the current administration at all levels in the White House. I've shared conversations with the Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights and the Department of Justice. I can tell you that there is a wealth of evidence that unequivocally supports enumerated protections for different classes of students. In this case, in this policy, your LGBTQ students. Meaning that rather than reducing the language in your policies to sex, you would want to actually increase the language in your policy to protect all of your students. There's no reason why you can't. It's a choice. During the most recent work session, the law director attempted to justify the use of sex and remove the terms gender identity and sexual orientation in the harassment of students in the policy, and read off the Federal Office of Civil Rights explanation, which I thought was interesting because it included describing male and female LGBTQ students, students with disabilities, and students with different races, ethnicities, and also students of the same sex. So while citing this, makes more sense to actually increase the language that's in this policy. I also reached out to 2 school board members in the last week and received no reply. So I reached out to one of Tennessee's most prominent public school allies that we have in the Tennessee legislature, and I asked her for help. And she actually submitted, and I've received a legislative analysis for this policy that I'm happy to share with everybody. And there was a comment on Facebook that I found very interesting that said the reasons why this change are moot. Rather than focusing on this language, more concerning should be whether district administration is enforcing any of these policies and how their procedures impact enforcement. This was said by one of your own board members. Someone said before, I will echo, words matter in conversation. We all know this. Everyone here is an educator, I hope, by extension of being at the board. Also matter in debate and public discourse. If you need evidence-based guidance, I suggest you visit the Office of Civil Rights, the Department of Education, and they all have resources that you need to do right by your minority-identified students. Please reconsider adopting a revised policy that appears to erase the need of carefully protected students in a large group of people here in Knox County. And don't forget that success for every student is priority number 4.
Thank you. Thank you.